What's up guys, today I'm going to work on 2014 Dodge Caravan. I'm going to replace the engine, the whole engine. I don't know the issue, and this car gave it to me Mike, this customer car. Mike is my friend, so I don't know the issue, so I'm going to just replace it. The engine, I have it over here. Over here, it's over here. It's used engine, brand new engine, so expensive, so used engine over here. So to do that, I'm going to take the intake and the air box need to come out, the condenser need to come out, not maybe I'll take it off, maybe the radiator need to come out, the battery definitely needs to come out. I'm going to replace the whole thing, so doing that to get the bolt for the transmission and the engine. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay guys, so I'm taking this cover off. It just popped out. Okay. These are both to come out. There's something coming clips. 3 clips. What happened on this thing? It's loose. I think they was testing it. Just I'm not sure what. Plug it. Over here. Pick it up over here. Okay. The filter is not bad, but it's dirty. So over here need to come out everything. Okay guys, so for the intake manifold it's 8mm. There is 1, 2, no 2. Wait a minute. Yeah, I guess 2. No. Okay, so there is 1, not 1. I haven't done this one too yet. I think that's over here. So 1 down here, 2. This one's for what? I guess I'll take everything. I'm not sure what it was. So okay, I'll leave this 2. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 down there. Down here. Yep, there is 1 more down here. Over here, sorry to show you. Recording too. Down here there's 1. You'll figure it out. It's not that much hard. If you never work on cars, maybe it will be hard. So I never work on this car, so I don't know. Let me take this one apart. Okay. So you need to disconnect the fuel line down here, otherwise the bolt doesn't come out. This line needs to come out to do that. This line, so the blue clip goes up. There's 2. Okay, turn this, and you hold 2 clips like this. Recording this hard. Just push this one up, or maybe push it the white thing. But this one you need to push it first out. By a small screwdriver. You need to use small screwdriver. Getting over here and flick it. Let me do it and show you. Okay, it's out. Maybe you don't need to take this one, this blue, maybe. I'm not sure. So this white thing, you just push it in. Sometimes it's stronger. Use screwdriver to push it in. My hand's not that much strong, so if you push it in and then just wiggle, you can break it out. So now I can take this one, 8mm. Yeah, that one's in the way. So yeah, I didn't think so. There is another way. And then unplug this before you take it off too. This one, the wires. There's red clip, you need to push it out and then push it here. Okay, this one's out. And do this over here too for the throttle. Same deal. There's a red thing. Sometimes by a small screwdriver like this, if you have, or by one, or I don't know. Okay, out, and then just push it. I need one my hand. Can do things hard. Record and do. Yeah, I need screwdriver. If I get in down here, I can see. If I do this, I can bring it out. Maybe sometimes you need to wiggle, otherwise it doesn't come on. So it's out. So now over here, just holding it. So I will push this one away. There's one more down here too. Just pull it, you can get out. So hold out. So later on I can get out that one. So now let me take the 8mm. I'll do time lapse, but I'll try my best. This one, taking this one. Too long. So I think this video will be longer because I'm not doing too many time lapse. Only when I put it back, I will do time lapse. Okay. Okay, so I found over here there's 8mm. Oh, there is a different way. Take it off. Let me take the different way, I guess. Okay guys, yesterday I didn't work because one of the bolts over here, if I use ratchet down here, the ratchet will stuck, so I'm going to use different tool. So loose, it's quite loose. I can do it by my hand, but sometimes it will be stronger. So I don't know how many bolts there are. Let me take that one and then I'll check it out how many. So after I take this one, I'm going to take the radiator to get space, and the battery going to off, and this box need to come out. So this one is 30mm. I'm going to take it off and then put it that way. I don't need it. I don't going to disassemble everything. If I do that, I don't want to miss that one. So yeah, we do that. Hopefully my plan is today disassemble everything and ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, and Sunday I'm planning to put the used engine back. My plan is that. Hopefully it works. Ready for tomorrow to take the engine out. Hopefully my plan works. Hopefully. Sometimes it doesn't work. Something happens and then it doesn't work. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So I'm taking the radiator hose, and then the intake holding the bracket. There's a bracket, 10mm, one down here, and next to it over here, and then down here, and down here, 2 bolts. So total there is 4 bolts. I'm taking that off. So I need to take first this one and then bend it this way, the hose, and then take this 10mm off. So put bucket down below, otherwise the coolant will flow. Okay, turn this. Okay. Now if you move this one away, like this, hopefully that doesn't go. Oh, no, I need to put it somewhere. Okay, let me show you the brackets. Now you can see. Here it is, 1. And next to it 2 over here, and then the other side is over here. So I'm taking the whole bracket off on this side. See here. So I need to take this radiator off a bit better.
So first the fan, I can take it off. I need to find the bolts. So yeah, I think I don't need to take the radiator, only just the fan. Only the fan hold the space. Yeah, I don't need to take the radiator. Okay, that's a good one. Okay guys, I've taken the radiator fan. To do that, you need to take the line, but you need to take the inside out. If you have the tool, good. If you don't, go and before you take the engine, you need to go to shop or something else, somewhere else, or buy the tool to take the inside what inside it. So I forget the name. So the bracket is out. I take the 30mm, and then the wires holding me over here. So I'm going to leave it like that. 30mm over here. I'm going to take that 30mm. Now I can move it a little bit. Yeah, it's moving. But I need to take it. This one's out too. Just push it. This line's holding me. I think this one's for the water. It's going down there. I don't know what is that, to be honest. So I'm going to take this line off. Otherwise, this one doesn't moves a little bit. But I'm going to take it off now. So hard to record and work, but I will try my best. Let's say I'm telling you what I'm going to do. So I'm taking the line off now. I don't know if you can see or not. You can see this. I'm gonna try it. Now I think you can see. Okay, finally, we're out. More coolant. Okay, so this bracket's holding by the bracket too for the manifold. They're together. So now I'm out. So this one I can take this one too. Okay, this one have another bolt for that 30mm. It's in the way too. I don't know this one where to go. So I need to disconnect the wires, all of them. Starting from, I think, from there to here. Yep, it's over here. So let me take this 30mm off. And go here. Put the bolt back, you don't need to forget it. So bring this airbox out. Just you need to put it, doesn't have any bolts holding it, just rubbers. Okay, I'll try. Be careful with your hand, sometimes something will happen. Okay, out. One more left. Yep, we're out now. Yep, be careful over here. Almost crushed it. Okay, so this wire's holding me. Sometimes the wire holder doesn't come out. Sometimes you cut it off. You have no choice. Because 2 old cars doesn't come out easily. Okay, so now we have more space. So we need to disconnect everything from here to all the way here. It'll be easier. So use small screwdriver. There is red stuff. You need to push first. You need to push it out, that one. Otherwise, you'll break it. It's hard to show you, but work and show you to really harder. just push it out. Sometimes you break it, but you don't have any choice. This one's in, that's out. Only for safety they build it. So sometimes you'll break it. Not all the time, but sometimes it might break, especially the old cars. Okay, and then you can screw it and bring it out. So it is easier to work on 4-cylinder because there is more space. This car, 8-cylinder will be more harder than 6-cylinder. So okay, it's almost there. Not almost there, but try my best. I need to make it for tomorrow ready. That's the main issue. I just disconnect from here. I will show you later. I don't forget. Okay guys, so I take the bolts, everything's out. So all bolts around out over here, down here. Let me show you what I did. So everything down here inside, everything around it, the intake's out. I don't know how much it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 around inside here. You can see that harder. And then over here, 10, I think 10, I counted 11. 10, 11. I'm not sure how much I count. I forget what I count. And then the brackets, 2 brackets down there, I take it out. This one just come out now. So I'm going to unplug this one. Everything else unplugged, and then unplug this one too, and this. What else left? Hopefully it's out everything. Yeah, I can leave this one. To unplug this, I need two hands, and unplug this one. I don't need 2 hands. Yep, it's unplugged. I need a screwdriver just to push that one out. Small or big? What do I think? Let me try this one. Yeah, but I need to have my hand. Yep, let me bring it here. And hopefully it came out. Okay, my battery did. So I'm going to take this thing out. Okay, hard. Yep, so push by your hand and yep, out. Out, you can take. Oh, what's holding me now? One of the wire just to yeah, unplug. It's not unplugging, just to okay. Now it's out. Okay, there is another one over here. Some hose. So there's 3 hoses in the back, so I need to unplug those 3. I don't think there's more. Okay, it's out. Here it is. Later on we're going to count it. So I'm going to replace these seals. I think so. If the customer need, if they want. Some customers they don't want to do that. So now it's that one's here. Now I'm going to unplug every wire down here for the injector and the spark plugs. So it doesn't have pins, just plug it in. If you use small screwdriver, it'll be easier. Just push it. Okay, like this. So for the injector, have the red safety. So that one after that. If you use small screwdriver, it will be helpful. Otherwise, your hand doesn't reach there. My hand doesn't reach there. Oh, yeah. It reaches, but if I use small screwdriver, it will be easier, more. Sometimes the red ones doesn't come out, it will be harder because too many ears never unplugged. And then squeeze it by the small screwdriver. It'll be easier, a lot easier. Okay, so over here, sometimes this ones doesn't come out. Oh, see there, this one. Okay, so already unplugged everything. Now on the other side it'll be, it's not hard that much. So don't put on the jack for now, otherwise if you put in the jack it'll be harder. Disconnect everything. Now you see here. Maybe for this one, use your hand. Maybe there, I guess. Oh, I did the wrong place. Just to. Oh, there. Okay. So you don't need to take this one over here. So how many screws I did? 1, 2, 3. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. This one. So 6. I think 7. 7. I think. I'm not sure what I take, but this on the outside is not the right one. The inside is the right one. Let's go from here. Go there. I know what you can't see what I'm doing, but it is hard to record and works. Okay, one of the clip over here is broken. I will break it. Okay, unplug this one. Where's the thing? Where? There it is. Okay, so I'm out there. I'm just waiting for tomorrow to take it off. Okay. I'm doing now. All wires need to unplugged for, and then I'm going to disassemble the alternator and the AC compressor and the exhaust. There is 2. The exhaust manifold, one in the back. So I'm going to replace the gasket too. I don't know how many gasket. I wish they have it in stock too. To finish it on Sunday. My plan is that. Okay, all wires unplugged. Just clip down here for the wire. Only it's annoying, the clips, they're super old, so it doesn't come out sometimes. Okay, it's out. Okay, there's some ground. You need to unplug it. There's one over here. Is it ground? I don't think there's a ground. Okay, use screwdriver. Sometimes it doesn't fit too. The screwdrivers. Okay, it's unplugged. So everything's unplugged. Okay, so I take this one too again. This the whole thing need to come out. There's wires under there. I don't know what kind of wire there is there. So inside here there's a wire here. So I think for the oil, maybe pressure sensor. I'm not sure. This one's the oil filter, maybe there. So I need to take the 8mm, all of it, and take everything out from the injector. Let me see. So it's 8mm. Some of the 8mm is loose. I think for the transmission and engine, the bolts is 15. There's no space down there, so I need to make it clear. The wires, everything's in the way. Okay guys, the car is jacked up now. I'm trying to take the exhaust manifold. So you don't need to take this, the oil filter, the whole housing. There's a connection down here. I didn't see it before. I saw the old engine, the new engine over there. There is over here. If I show you the new one over there, I was looking at if there's another over here. Let me try to hold the camera and then show you. Here it is. You can disconnect it. You don't need to take the whole thing. I didn't see it before, so I did that. Oh, there is a connection down here. You don't need to take the whole wires down there. Oops. Take the whole wires. So it doesn't matter. We don't need this engine, so it's good lesson. So you can disconnect everything. You don't need to disconnect take this over here. I did that. I didn't see it over here. The used engine have it, so over here it's hard to show it to you. Down here, this one's for the oil filter housing, the sensors for the and then this one over here for the injectors, everything down here. It's a good idea. Don't take it, so that's a good one. So now I'm going under the car and then I'm trying to take this. I think I need to take the shield for the exhaust, otherwise I can't reach. It is 10 millimeter, so I don't know, on that side it'll be easier too, on this side it's harder. The shield to take off. I'll try my best. So I'm planning it to leave the AC and the alternator, leave it there. Hopefully it can come out like that. Hopefully, I don't know. I did a mistake down here, so let me leave it that one and then see. If it doesn't come out, I don't know, we'll take it off. So let me show you under the car. So you need to take some plastic to take the flywheel under the car. Let me show it to you. Over here. I'm not recording down here because it is harder one. So there's a plastic over here. This one down here. There's a plastic. This plastic. Down here, like this, closed. So to do that, you need to spin it to get the bolts. I don't know what side it is. Size I don't know. And I think it's 15. Put the engine mount. Put the engine mount. The transmission engine. First, take this bolt. It'll be harder. This exhaust is hard. So I'm using flex. I don't know what size it is. Maybe 14. I think this should need to come out on this side. Oof. How do we take this one out? The exhaust, I don't know. I have no clue. Or I can do this. You might break the bolts, this too, if you did disassembly over here. Maybe take it out, and then you need to take the axle down here. This one needs to come out too. Oh, the exhaust hole is on the way. I don't know, we'll see. Today, I don't know if I'm going to finish it. It's big engine, so it's not the worst, but if you have lift, it will be easier. You just drop the whole thing with the transmission. That way, it's the easy job to do. Alright, this is my update. Let me do it and then I'll give you an update over here.
Okay guys, so I want to give you an update. I didn't record. It was hard to record and work. So just give you an update what I did. Okay, so I take the exhaust manifold, both sides out. But on the other side it's not out. I just loosen it up and I can't take the engine now out. It is hard to take it off on that side, especially if you have if you are going to work on the floor. You need to raise the jacks super high. Last time it was not like this. Now it's like this. It is good height to work on it. For especially for on the back side, it is hard to get. So I take the oil filter. You don't need to do that. I did that because there's a connection down here, but you can unplug it from my side here. You don't need to take this whole thing out. Doesn't matter if you take on this one, but on the used engine you don't need to take it off. It is good lesson I did. I don't need to take it out. If you want to, you could. I might take the alternator and the AC compressor, because when I take it off I'll take the engine out this way, so I need to take it off. Otherwise I'm going to take the bumper and the grill off and the radiator, and yeah, so I'm going to take it off that, and I'm going to take the water pump, because I will show you under there. What else I did? I did some of the works done, and the engine and transmission support need to come out on this side, this one. Otherwise this, yeah, need to come out. You must do that, otherwise the bolts blocking by that one. Some of the transmission and engine bolts out. So over here it is 50 millimeter. The whole thing is 50 millimeter for the engine and transmission, and then the flywheel it is 70 millimeters. There's 4 bolts. If your transmission is replaced before, it'll be easier. Otherwise it's harder to take off the bolts. Mine was easier. What I did, I used on this side, you can see I need to take the tire to show you, or let me go on the floor and show you to you what I did. This engine, this transmission was replaced before. So here the, for the exhaust manifold, I take it off the whole thing. So for the exhaust manifold is 10 millimeter. This two you can take it off, it is easier, but this two, it is the hardest one. So to do that, you need to take the shield for the exhaust. This one, right here, the shield, I take this one off. So if you can see this bolt, it is easier, but this one over here, there's a bracket. Just loose it. What I did over here, here is the bracket. So I just loose it. One is loose, one is take it off. You need to take it off unless you're going to replace the gasket too, so you need to take it off. So it is hard, like especially this two, especially it is not comfortable place, there is no space. So, and here's the water pump. I'm going to take it off because I'll push the engine this way, so this one is going to hold me. If you take the engine down all the way, if you have lift, it will be easier. But if you take this one, you're not going to plug it. I think I'm going to plug. You're going to hold me this too, so I'm going to take it off. It'll be easier. So I'm going to take the belt too. I don't need it. I'm not going to replace it, I think. Okay. For the flywheel, you take this cover off and then you turn it over here. This one. But someone needs to help you to hold this one. Otherwise, when you're going to take this one off, very tricky. If your transmission never replaced, you can use your gun, but if you damage the bolts, bad. And for this one, for the axle, there's 3 bolts. It is 50 millimeter. I take one of it. I use extension from here to there. Otherwise, you can't reach. This two you can reach from here, so it's not hard. What else I did? I might take the for the power steering pump. So over there I might take it off. I'm not sure. So engine support, this one is come out, and that one come out up there. That one's later on. This one I'm going to take this bolt. I think 50 millimeter. I'm not sure. I didn't take it off yet. I was planning to take this one for the exhaust manifold, but this two is damaged. I can't do anything. Okay, let me go this one, this way. To reach the bolts for the exhaust manifold, you're going to reach from here. So you need to lift by the jack. How I lift it. If you have this kind of jack, that's good. Or if you don't, doesn't matter. I think, yeah. So, or I'll put the link down below. What kind of jack I use. This one is the stand and jack together. Some of the stand doesn't have this kind of stuff. So it's loose all the way out. And there's some wires down here. I don't think you can see that. It's harder. One, two, but it's not. It is disconnect, but the clips holding the engine. Maybe after I little bit bring it out, I'll maybe manage to disassemble that. Overall, today hopefully I'm going to take it off, and I make it long, just to give you update. I'm not recording again. Just I'm going to working down here, so it's hard to record and work. So I'm going to take I'm going to take the AC compressor and the alternator, and the starter need to come out too. And that's it. That's my update. I hope you enjoyed the video. On YouTube, if you haven't searched, it will be harder. Nobody show you how to take it off. If someone record for me, it will be easier to show you, but I can do both at the same time. So let me take this. It is, I think, 30mm for this, for the AC compressor. I'll give you update what I did. So don't forget to like and subscribe.
I want to give you an update for this alternator. This cover, plastic cover, is 30mm. For the AC2 is 30mm. After you take this cover, I lose this 8mm, two of them. Take that plastic bracket, I don't know what it's called, why they made it. So maybe to cover something over here, maybe for water. So after you do that, take 30mm for the cover, and then now it's 30mm, and I take it off. And then there is on the side 30mm too, on the side, one bolt. Now I take it off and then drop the whole thing, just to give you an update. Okay guys, everything unplugged. The power steering pumps unplugged. It is 30mm. There are 3 bolts. I'll show you later after I take it off. So the starter is almost out. So the bracket over here, I remove it. It is 60mm for the bracket holder bolts, and then for the on the side is 15 down here, over there. You can see my hand. So I'll plug everything. It's already for the transmission and engine bolts. Only 1 bolt holds for the. So only 1 bolt left. It's only on holding the engine, transmission, and the starter. After that, 1 more there, and this support over here. After I take this support, it's only out. So I'm holding by the jack. So only left holding this support and the jack. That's it. So I'm ready to take it off. I'm taking the support off, and I need to disconnect some stuff down here. There is 3, and then there's small down there. I think it's the one 30mm. Hopefully it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, it's moving. There it moves. Yep, moved it in. Doesn't matter. The jack's holding it. So I need to take the 30mm too. So I'm looking for to hook up somewhere. I'm planning to hook it up down here. So don't forget the bolts where to go. I'll put it back. Okay, there's the ground down here on the bracket. Need to use some screwdriver. Let me let go. Okay, this one's the ground over here. So put the bolts like this, or put it on there. Doesn't matter. Put it over here or there. So I need to take the bracket, the whole thing off, because the water pump bolt's holding it, and there's 30mm down there. 1 bolt, there's 30mm. So I did take the belt off. You don't need to. I only need to take the water pump. Because of that, I'm going to take it off. There's 3 60mm on the side, and then there's one 30mm. Okay, it's out. Here it is. So here 16, 16, 16. Here is 30mm, this one. The whole thing out, but I'm going to use one of the bolts to hoist it. For the hoist, one of 60. And I think there is one more down here, so it doesn't matter. Nothing happened for sure. So now I can't take the water pump off, so I need a screwdriver. Take it off. Hopefully it'll be easier. I don't want to go down there. Alright guys, I'm ready to take it off. Only one bolt holding on that side. Hopefully it works like this. I don't know if it works. I can't find any hoist place. Hopefully it works this one. So let's bring it out. And put it down here. So the transmission now is opening. Okay, it's lost. I told you I'm going to disassemble over there the wires. It's almost coming out. It's not straight. That's the main issue we have now. But it will come out. So be careful, the radiator. It's coming closer. Or you can take the bumper off. That one I told you before. Yes, disassemble down here. The wires holding me the back, but I'll take it off later if I can. Let me bring a little bit out. So now I'm touching the radiator. If I hold it like this, it doesn't touch. Okay, so the transmission and engine are stuck now. The transmission is holding me. Okay, now I'm loose. But over there I'm stuck too, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. If I take the bumper off, it'll be easier. Then struggling down here. Okay guys, so I'm taking the bumper off, it'll be easier. I don't want to take it down, so I take 10mm too. 2 clips down here and the sides on the fender liner, 2 Phillips on this side. So I think there is 10mm inside here. Take the bumper off. Inside for the fender and bumper. Okay, so I don't take the whole thing, just tilt it this way. So 10mm, everything is held by 10mm, so. If I want to take it off, maybe the transmission fluid can come out, so a little bit like this and take it off. Already plugged everything. Hopefully it's coming out. Just a clip. Plugging it. Coolant's coming off. We're going to drain all of it. I don't need it. I'm not going to use this kind of coolant. Okay, so now the wires will be me for sure. And then for the oxygen sensor, I'll plug it from here. I was going to try that. Still something's holding me. Okay guys, the engine's out. You saw it. What I did, I take the bumper and the radiator. It's out. So now I'm waiting for parts. I wish I ordered it before, but I did not. So I was planning to put it today, but it's not going to happen. So I don't know when it will be here, but it will be here very soon before the Friday discarded call out. Today is Sunday, so by this week I will finish it. Hopefully the parts will come out Monday. Some of them coming Monday, Tuesday, so different days. So but I need the rear seal on this side, this one. I'm going to change the whole thing. The seal's not coming separate, so I'm going to change the plate, everything. So I'm going to torque it. This one will be harder. Someone need to hold it for me to do that. Hopefully I can do it myself. Hopefully, who knows? Maybe I can't. So yeah. So if you can see the power steering pumps, I leave it there because I need to leave it there. Yeah. Otherwise I'll leak more oil. So I don't want that. So it is 30mm, 3 bolts, and then for the axle, the 3 bolts. It will be harder to get this one. You need to have longer extension to get it that one. This one you don't need that much longer, but you need longer. This one you need to have longer. You can't reach otherwise. For the exhaust, that is 10mm. So you need to take these two off, and then there's on the side. This two is easier. On the side will be harder. So you need to use a little bit small ratchet down here. Not ratchet. Ratchet fit too. But yeah, on the back it will be harder, and on this side it will be easier. The 4-cylinder, it is so easier to work on. The more bigger the engine, the more harder it will be. So I did 4-cylinder, not on this car, but Dodge Avenger I work, and I think Dodge Caliber, I think they call it. Here it is, the engine. This one's Dodge, everything's Dodge. I'm working on Dodge cars nowadays. So there is a Dodge Avenger. It is easy to work on them. 4-cylinder is the easy one. 8-cylinder will be more harder because there is big engine and it's more complicated. If you have lift, it will be easier. Just send it down. Everything with the transmission, it will be easier. Just now I'm just explaining what I did. I didn't show you, I didn't record it that way. I did explain last time, but now I'm going to show you what I did. So the water pump, from the outside, the bolts, they're bigger and the inside smaller. So when you take the used engine bolts, I used the old water pump to just, when you take the bolt, put it there, and you don't need to forget where to go where. So I show you that one. for the exhaust manifold. On the sides already take the whole thing out. I think this one is 30mm for the bolts. I think, I'm not sure. I think I recorded that one. I think. Yeah, just explain what I did. So take the bumper off, and the radiator will be easier to take it off this way. Otherwise, if you have a chain, it will be better. This one, the setup's not perfect, but I did made it out. Over here was holding me, so I did. That's why I take this one off. Yeah. So for the exhaust manifold, take this bolt, 2 bolts, and this one just level loose it, and then this one come out. This one is not came off, but can leave it there, and then put it before. Yeah. And then for the AC compressor is 30mm, and for the alternator 30mm. The bolts over here for the alternator, 2 bolts and one this one. There is 3, 2. So for the AC compressor is 4 down here. What else you need? That's it. So stay tuned for part 2. This one's part 1. I didn't record, but I just explained what I did. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.